Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. This is something that I wanted to talk about. This is not an email. This is not anything that's coming from the outside public. This is something that I have wanted to talk about because I see this happening with a lot of entrepreneurs, and I've actually experienced it myself. And it's the saying that we've all heard: a jack of all trades and a master of none. Now, this is something that I have dealt with personally, where I have wanted to be all of these different things and trying to do everything at the same time. And that is a major, major issue among entrepreneurs. It is a huge issue. We think that we can do everything, and we can. You can, but you can't do it all at one time. So we have to be careful to delegate things that you're not good at. Delegate that to someone else, because I'll tell you, you think that you're saving money because you don't want to outsource a particular service. You think you're saving money until you do it yourself and you're not good at it, and then you make so many mistakes that you end up spending more money to fix the mistakes. The thing about that is to put the proper person in place, or team, or whatever it is, in the first place, so that you don't have to spend unnecessary money trying to fix or correct said situation, right? It takes a lot of dropping of your pride to be able to do that. I see it happening so many times with other entrepreneurs that they've got their hand in so many different pots, and none of the soups that are cooking are going to end up coming out well, because they're only giving 20% here, 20% there, 30% over there, maybe 50% on something that they really, really love. But they keep giving all these little percentages to all these different things all over the place. And they literally are just that. They are all over the place. Unorganized, overworked, tired, and then it seeps into your business. And believe me when I tell you, this was me for a very long time. I was doing too much. Always have to be on the cusp of the new and the hot thing. Yes, you want to pay attention to those things, but you cannot insert yourself into every situation. As far as business is concerned, no. You can't. You can't be everywhere. You have to stay in a lane that works well for you. Stay in the lane that you understand the best, and then you can move into another lane. Master one lane first before you move into the next lane. So it may seem like you can handle everything. You can, but not all at once. If you're going to concentrate on one mode of sales, then you need to do that. If you're going to concentrate on bringing out this product, maybe a second product, then do that. But don't bring out a whole 7 products at a time. Drop them one by one. And look at the season that you're in. All right. Are we going to be dropping sunscreen at the height of winter? Probably not. Do we need sunscreen all year round? Yes, but think logically. You drop that sunscreen, especially during the summer months, right? Now is the time for you to be formulating. It's March. Start formulating. Get your formula together so you can drop this before the first major holiday of the summer, which we all know is Memorial Day, which is at the end of May. So if you have summer products, summer outfits, whatever, now is the time for you to be finalizing that information, those patterns, whatever it is, whatever that product that you have going on that's summer related, right? Now is the time for you to be finalizing that stuff so that you can do a great campaign, maybe over 15 to 30 days, pushing that stuff out there, getting those emails out, getting your marketing together so that you can get those items out to people that need them, right? Because you got March, you got April, and then May is going to be here. You want people to have these things in their hand in the beginning of May. So if you're creating a sunscreen, they need to have it in their hands by the beginning of May, because everybody at the end of May is going to be taking some type of vacation, right? And you want people to sing the praises of that product. That's going to take them what? Ring. It's going to take them right into July. Don't even worry about June. June is going to sell itself, but you want this to carry over into July. Why July? People are going to be doing their thing July 4th. Let's not skip June. It's going to carry you through June, but now that, let's not even skip through June. We got Juneteenth. We got Black Music Month. There's going to be a lot of outside concerts. So, okay, June is going to sell itself. Then we're going to get to July. People are going to be still doing, whoever's celebrating July 4th, that's up to you. But people are going to be out for July 4th too. So all of these holidays are coming. And you need to get prepared for that. But you can't do 10 things at once. Stop worrying about all that stuff that was supposed to be done in the fall. Don't worry about that yet. Jump on your spring and summer stuff. Spring is already gone. Let me just tell you that right now. Spring hasn't started, but it's gone. If you were going to do spring stuff, you should have started at the end of last year, going on these first couple of months. So spring should already be done. So I'm not even going to talk about spring. Spring is done. What I'm going to talk about is summer, because I keep telling you guys, this is the last month of the first quarter, and we're already a week in, right? This is the last month of the first quarter. This is when things start to slow down. This is when people start scrambling and saying, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. No, you need to do what is coming up for this coming season, not spring. Spring should have been done a couple months ago. I'm talking about summer. So if you have products that are going to sell during the summer, if you have items, whatever they are, I don't care. I said sunscreen because sunscreen I think is important and everybody should be using it. And that's something that I know a lot of people talk about, especially since, I think that Black and brown people are starting to realize that we need to take care of our skin as well. Stop listening to these crazy people out here that say, oh, well, you have dark skin, so you don't have to worry about sunscreen. Wrong. Everybody's supposed to be wearing sunscreen. Okay? So you got sunscreen. You got mosquito repellent. All these sort of things. I had a client that had a Solve, a mosquito repellent that actually works and did very well. These are the things that you need to be worried about. Moisturizers. People, you got your body butters. Come on now. Clients with the body butters. I know y'all listening to this. Now is the time to get your fruity scents together. I just had a meeting with a client about that. Start ordering the fruit scents because that's what sells well during the summertime. Right? So get on your pineapple scents, your mango scents, all of that stuff. That sells well during the summer. Now, when we start getting a little bit further on into the summer, somewhere around July, you want to make sure that you're topped up for the fall. You should be a season ahead, at least. At least. In July, you need to start thinking about Black Friday. And I know it may seem crazy. If you sell products, start stockpiling your stuff. Right? If you're able to. Obviously, if you sell food, that's going to be impossible to do because food is perishable. But you know what I mean. If you have physical products, clothing, whatever, you need to start stockpiling. Don't take this huge chunk of money in October to shop for all of the things that you need for Black Friday, which is at the end of November. You don't want to do that. You're taking away major capital that you could be using throughout the year for your business. We have to be smart about how we spend. That's going to take major capital. So if you do it over time, over the year, you won't feel it. You know what I mean? Some people say, okay, every paycheck I'm going to take out $200. One paycheck a month I'm going to take out $200. That's a big ding in your paycheck for the everyday person working. So what you do is, if you get paid twice a month, take out $100 out of the first paycheck, $100 out of the second paycheck. If you get a refund from your taxes, save a little bit more than you normally would. So many people just blow all their taxes. Say to yourself, if you get back $1,000, save some of it, 20%, 30%, whatever it is. People wait on their taxes to go blow it completely. That's extra money that you didn't have to get back. I mean, it's money they owe you, but you know what I mean? It's not part of your paycheck. They don't have to give you that money back. You know what I'm saying? It's extra. Think of it that way. Think of it as extra. That's not part of your paycheck. Think of that as a nice, little nest egg, whatever it is. I don't care if you get $500 back. Put it in the bank, put it in your savings, and forget it. People are plotting and planning on what they can spend their refunds on. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't take any of it, but depending on how big the refund is, if it's a large refund, let's say you're getting back like $10,000, you need to take a good chunk of that and put it away. Unless you are investing in something that is going to appreciate, not depreciate, like a home, that's different. If you and your significant other are waiting to get back your big lump sums because you're putting it towards a house, listen, my mouth is quiet. Because that's something that appreciates over time. But I'm not talking about buying a new car and you don't have a car note right now. And I'm saying that, I'm being a little petty because I've had my car for a long time. I haven't had a car note. Oh my gosh, I was trying to count it up the other day. But let's just say I bought my car in 2006. President's Day weekend, 2006. We just passed President's Day weekend in February, right? I've had my car forever, and I did buy it brand new because I knew that I was going to have it for a long time. I told myself I've had 2 cars before that. And I said, okay, I am going to buy this car. I'm going to buy it brand new so that I am going to keep it for a long time. That was the thought process of when I bought my car. I didn't want to do too much. I didn't want to be out here stunting and all this kind of stuff. It's great to stunt. I feel it. I really do. I want to stunt too. I want the red bottoms too. I want the Gucci bag too. I have a Gucci bag, but you know what I mean. I want to buy them all the time. I want to buy red bottoms all the time. I want to buy the things I want to buy too. But I live a certain way and I live below my means so that I don't have to struggle down the road. And still, even when you do that, struggle times may come. So I love not having a car note. I see all the new cars. People are like, oh, you should treat yourself. You've done so much stuff. For what? I had this conversation with my mom actually not too long ago. She's like, well, you got to treat yourself. I said, but what is it doing for me though? You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not a material person. So far from. I love experiences. That's what I love. And I think some people may not know that about me. I am so plain Jane when it comes to certain things. I wear black all the time. My friends tease me all the time. Like, girl, you wear black all the time. I have been this way my whole life. As soon as I was able to dress myself, I was like, I've been like this my whole life. Anybody who's known me from high school, I've always been a very muted, clothing type of person. If I wore something like out of the ordinary, it was a big deal. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people that, my purse and my shoes will be like fantastic, right? And then my outfit will just be muted. I really am a typical New Yorker. We tend to wear a lot of dark and neutrals or whatever. We don't tend to be very flashy people. Or we just have something flashy, one or two flashy things that we put on top of the muted. So we'll wear all black, but like our scarf will be paisley or something crazy like that. Not even crazy. That actually sounds really good, but you know what I mean. I've never been a flashy person ever in my life, but I also noticed that because I'm not a flashy person, sometimes you tend to stand out a lot because you're just not like everybody else. I love not being like everybody else. I love it. And another thing that I love when I can complete projects. So don't be the jack of all trades and the master of none. Pick one or two things that you are wonderful at in your business, especially. I'm talking to my business owners, and anything in your life, really. It doesn't even just have to be business owners, but anything in your life, anything that you wanted to do, even if it's not business, even if it's a hobby, even if it is tending to your children. Sometimes the group outings with the 4 kids and the 3 kids or whatever you got going on is not always the thing. It's great to do things as a family, but the individual children need their own thing too. So the dads out there, you're trying to connect with your little daughters, do a daddy-daughter date. Take them out, get their nails done, their feet done, and you do it with her too. You know what I mean? If you don't trust being out there, I know we still in this Ponderosa, okay, then you bring the spa to the house. Then you just have something, or just take her to get pizza, take her to see a movie, just you and her. And then you and your son can do something together. You and your wife go on the date night, leave the kids with the in-laws. Whatever the case may be, people need individual attention. And business owners, so do your projects. Your projects need you at 100%. Just like your family needs you at 100%, your kids need you at 100%, your boss, my 9-to-5ers, I don't forget about you guys, your boss needs you at 100%. So if you're showing up at 50% all the time for the things that you need to do in any aspect of your life, how long do you think you could do that before you just burn out? So put 100% into the things that will work well for you. If you see that it's not working, then it may be time to put that project to the side for a while and then start working on something else. But don't do 2 at a time. Leave that one to the side. Come back to it later when you have fresh eyes or a fresh brain to be able to deal with whatever that thing that's, it's like a monkey wrench in the situation. Don't try to do too many things at one time, because so many things will fail all the way around you because of it, right? So we have to stop this being all over the place, because, and you got to think, what are the behind the scenes reason? Why do you need to be all over the place? Is it because you want to be seen and be on the scene? Or do you really want to do impactful work? Because to me, if you want to be impactful, concentrate. Concentrate on that thing, complete that task, and then move on to the next one. So I don't know who that was for. Maybe I'm talking to myself, but I have definitely become much better with this over the years, because one thing I don't like is to feel like I'm burnt out. I don't mind being tired every now and then, but burnout is actually quite serious. It's more than just being tired. That's like your soul being drained, and it can affect you mentally. And our mental health, especially all that this world has been going through, things that we have been dealing with in our lives, especially in these last couple of years. Listen, mental health is so important. I talk about it all the time on here. right? So let's start compartmentalizing how we deal with things so that we know when to take certain things off the shelf and when we need to put them back on the shelf for a little while to take a break. All right, so we're not doing this jack of all trades, master of none anymore, right? Do we agree we're not going to do that? All right, you guys. Hopefully this is helpful to you, but I just wanted to share that because it was on my heart. And I know it's something that I've personally dealt with as well and been at the edge of being burnt out and down and out and all of that. I've been through that myself. So if you have been through that and that has been your experience, send me an email about it. I would love to hear your story. I will share your story anonymously on here if you want me to, because I love when people send me emails and, to ask questions and all of that sort of stuff. And I do absolutely answer every single email that I get. Okay, so like, share, subscribe to this podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. There is plenty more for you to go listen to. Go search back the podcast. I'm sure I've covered a subject matter that will be relevant to your life. And yes, find me on social media at Onyx Queen Media. And if you want to email me, hello at onyxqueenmedia.com. Bye, you guys. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.